Good afternoon. Merry Christmas. Going to do some NFL picks here for Week 16, as we do have a Christmas Day game. So I'll run through these really quickly. But I will say for Week 15, I had my second straight 11-5 week. So all is right in the universe. It's a little bit better. Running me to 128, 78-1. Still around 62%. It's not horrible, but I've had better years. All right, anyway, Week 16, we have a full slate of games as we're in the penultimate week of the season. Next week being the last one. So we'll start with the Christmas Day game. Minnesota's going to New Orleans. Minnesota really needs this game very badly. I still think New Orleans is going to win, though. So we're going to take New Orleans at home. They're a vastly better team. And it's a big game, so I expect Minnesota to fold like a lawn chair like they normally do. We have 3 Saturday games as well. We have Tampa Bay going up to Detroit. Tampa Bay should easily take that game up in Detroit. San Francisco is going to go to Arizona, which is funny because that's where they've been playing their games. They've been playing them in Glendale. Arizona's in the playoff hunt. I do expect them to take this game. Not expecting much from them in the playoffs, but I do expect them to make the playoffs. So I think Arizona's going to take San Fran at home. Miami's going to the desert to play the Vegas Raiders. Everything in my head with what I've been seeing lately should say Miami. I am going to go with the Raiders, though. Just a couple of things that that I've kind of made some notes on, and that is that the injuries on the defense seem to have abated. It seems like they've got most of their defense back now finally, and it's been a couple of games where maybe that's not been the case. Another week to practice with a different defensive coordinator, Marinelli. Although he was there, but he wasn't the big man there. And then Jacobs is back for a full week of practice finally, and I think that he's going to be a little stronger as well. Miami's got a good defense, but let's see what Vegas can do. Vegas has to have this game. Miami doesn't have to have it, so I'm going to go with Vegas. Not a high conviction pick by any means, and some of it's coming from the heart, unfortunately. Being a Raiders fan that way I am, and it's been a painful year. I expected more of them. The Sunday early games, we've got the Bears going down to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. I do expect Chicago to take that game on the road. We have Cincinnati, fresh off their win over Pittsburgh, going down to Houston. I do think Houston takes that game at home. Cleveland is going to go up to the Big Snoopy, and they're going to play the dumpster fire of New Jersey. I don't care that they won a game. It's still a dumpster fire. Adam Gase is still there. Check. Still a dumpster fire. Cleveland handily takes that game. They're developing some momentum as they go into the playoffs. Love what I'm seeing out of Baker Mayfield. Indianapolis on the road against Pittsburgh. Indy is playing very well. Pittsburgh is reeling. Wouldn't be totally surprised. It wouldn't shock me if Pittsburgh pulls it back out and plays up to their potential, and plays mistake-free football. But what I saw last week, something's wrong. So I'm going Indy. Indy's making a push here, and they need this one. Atlanta is the sacrifice of the week for to on KC's altar over in at Arrowhead. It shouldn't be much of a game. I'm going to take KC in this game, but Atlanta's, they're coming back to earth a little bit, but KC's just, it wouldn't matter who they're playing right now. They're playing very well. there's maybe 3 or 4 teams that can really give them a game in this league right now, and that's kind of sad. New York Giants are going to head down to the Big Crab Cake to play the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens should handily take this game. Ravens are starting to get their mojo back, a little bit better physicality. They're playing a little bit better on offense. I think they got more than enough to take care of the Giants. Sunday afternoon games. We've got Carolina visiting the nation's capital to play the Fighting Ron Riveras. Fighting Ron Riveras can get themselves to 7-8, and I believe, I didn't look at this, but I believe that that clinches the playoffs. Playoffs. Remember Jim Mora? That was funny. Yeah, we'll take Washington at home in that game. Looks like Alex Smith will be playing. Denver is going out to SoFi. They're going to play the Chargers. Going to take the Chargers in what should be a bore fest over Denver, simply because they're home. They got a little bit better offense. Defense, neither one of them is all that good. Not inspiring football right now being played by either team. Philadelphia says the Chargers at home. Philadelphia is going to go to Jerry's World. They're going to play Dallas, the Dallas Cowgirls. I'm a big believer that they have found their franchise quarterback in Philadelphia. I am going to take Philly on the road. I think this is going to be a pretty decent game. Philly's got a pretty good defense and is starting to play a little more snarling defense that Philly's known for. So I think, it's coming down the stretch. I think Dallas has got a problem here. So I'm going to take Philly in what should be a fairly good game. And then I'm going to see the Los Angeles Rams are going to head up to Seattle. And I think Seattle is going to take care of them going down the stretch here. They're a better team. And particularly after laying an egg the way they did last week, LA, they don't deserve they don't deserve to be in a playoff conversation at this point. That was just awful. Sunday night game. We've got Tennessee going to Green Bay. This should be the game of the day. This should be the game of the weekend. Regardless of what the weather is up there in Green Bay. Green Bay's a really good home team, but I will say Tennessee's a very good road team. They both move the ball very, very well. Green Bay's defense is better than you'd expect. Tannehill has his moments, so I'm actually going to take Tennessee in this game because I see that they've got a good running game. They've got a good pack. Tannehill's doing well. Rodgers is awesome, but he has no running game behind him, so that's kind of a problem as far as I'm concerned. So it should be a great game. This is a pick'em. It's a pick'em. Monday night game. I'm going to go with Buffalo to go into New England and just rub it in. They're gonna rub the salt in the wounds of a broken season for New England. So. That'll be Buffalo. So here we go. I'll recount them. New Orleans is going to take Minnesota at home today, later this afternoon. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to have Tampa Bay take Detroit on the road. We're going to have Arizona beat San Francisco at home. Las Vegas is going to find a way to beat Miami at home. Chicago is going to take it in Jacksonville. Houston takes the game at home against Cincinnati. Cleveland goes on the road and beats the dumpster fire of New Jersey. Indianapolis goes into Pittsburgh and takes a win there. KC wins against Atlanta at home, and Baltimore will beat the Giants at home. Sunday late afternoon games, we've got Washington beating the Carolina Panthers at home. LA Chargers taking care of business at home against Denver. Philadelphia going on the road to take Dallas. We got Seattle at home against the Rams. Seattle taking that game. Tennessee on the road against Green Bay, taking that one. And we've got Buffalo on the road taking out New England. Merry Christmas to everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. Enjoy the games and have a great weekend. Peace, me homies. See ya.